Welcome back to Let's Play Higurashi, Himatsubushi. Fuck, man. Have you ever, well, it happens sometimes, but in the corner of your screen, your laptop, computer, whichever you want it, and all that shit, whatever you got. It has like the date and time, it shows your internet connection and the volume level, and it also shows the battery power, right? Well, my laptop's not doing that right now, and I've only just noticed it. That's a bit of a pain in the ass, because I can't tell when it'll be getting low. But I imagine around about 20 odd minutes will be the point when it starts to get significantly low. It's like, why did you just start laughing? This right here. Damn it, I slept past the time I was supposed to report in. This was totally me today. I freaking slept past the time I was supposed to catch the bus to the college. My phone, for some reason, wasn't on. Well, it happens because, like, sometimes the freaking battery shifts or some shit, I know. It's because it doesn't have the cover on it, so it must have just switched off at some point. And so I didn't get the alarm, and I woke up in the morning, but I was like, still got time. Didn't check the time, of course. I was just basing this based on the sky that I could see through my curtains. It's like very bland, but the problem is the whole day is bland sky, so I couldn't tell what time it was. And when I finally checked my phone, it was like 10 o'clock, and I usually catch the bus at 9, so I was an hour late. And because buses are so mind-bogglingly slow, it took maybe nearly another hour, so yeah. It was a pain in the ass. Anyways, well, the day. The bloody phone can wait. That's another thing, actually. In class. Ow. It's a math class, right? But we went over a bit of English as well. I went over stuff like homophones. That's got phone in it, and I've already forgotten what phone actually means, Greek words. But homo means one, apparently. I can't remember what phones mean, but essentially words like that have the same pronunciation, but different meanings and spellings, like two, for example. And shit like that. Really confusing. Anyways, what word shall we go with? I mean, we could go with phone, Denois, but let's go for one at random, though. How about something, very persistent caller, isn't it? How about Katsugaku? Philosophy. Answer the bloody where the hell should I put this? Answer the bloody phone, Akasaka. Picked up the receiver. Who's speaking? Akasaka-sama, you have a call from an outside line. Shall I connect you? It's from a coworker named Kono-sama. I knew it. I didn't call in, so they had phoned me. Sorry, please put them through. Understood. I'll connect you, so please hang up the receiver for the time being. Refer to him as Sama, right? Let's get a dictionary again. Well, things falling off my desk. I mean, I know Sama, but I forget its exact context. Sama. And those bloody Higurashi can shut the fuck up, as I stated in the previous part. Kinda reminds me, well, that isn't Higurashi, is it? What is that? Frogs? Crickets? That copyright thing, by the way, I still don't get it. Because the translation on the track that I had also included words like thunder and lightning. Ooh, very, very frightening. Didn't have that bit. But it had thunder and lightning in it. And rain and shit like that. But it was just Higurashi, so I don't know. Maybe they interpreted it somehow. I don't know. Sama, how the fuck did I get into the she section here? What the fuck? Where are you, Sama? Sama! God damn it! I'm holding. Okay, fine. I'll put the microphone down. Where indeed? Wait. Sama, a more polite equivalent of san and attached to names of clients and customers. You show politeness and used after a person's name when addressing a letter. Also used in certain idioms with the original meaning of seeming to be or appearance. So it's just more polite then. So that guy was just being like, Akasaka-san, but to be more polite, I'm gonna call you Akasaka-sama because that's more polite. Now where the hell put it up there? Where did that... You go back up, and we continue, Understood, I'll connect you, so please hang up the receiver for the time being. After I'd put down the receiver for a few seconds, the phone began to ring again. Yes, hello, Moshi Moshi. This is Akasaka. Was that... Does I emphasize that? He said, "This is Akasaka! I'm shouting for some reason." It's like, I can bloody hear you, you dick. Who is Canoe? Canoe. Canoe! Is that a male or female name? I don't know. You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna check. A moment. Okay, it is indeed a male name. A masculine name at that, according to its meaning. Akasaka-kun, this is Kanao. A good work out there. Shit, you have to click on it twice, god damn it. You didn't call in for your regular report, so we called instead. What's your situation? Leaving a lecture for later, my senior co-worker, get straight to the point. Today I went to the village proper. Under the guise for tourists, I managed to establish contact with the mayor and several other core members of the Defense Alliance. I wasn't able to ask them anything, but I left a good impression and was able to make a bridge for my investigation from tomorrow onwards. I see. It looks like things are going smoothly. Akasaka-kun, you seem rather naive sometimes, but that might have worked in your favor. I guess you made some good progress for now. I don't have the experience to make a comparison, so I don't know if it's that good or not. I think things went well for today, though. Did you find out anything from the prefectural or local offices? Does it look as though the Onagafuchi Defense Alliance is unrelated to this incident? I still didn't know. I should have been able to say that immediately. Only had to say that, but for some reason I hesitated. I'm still investigating, so I don't know what to say yet. I see. Could you let us know as soon as possible? I think you understand, but after tonight, it'll have been a full 4 days since the kidnapping happened. They didn't set a time limit, but it's obvious that time is not on our side. I think you know that. Yeah, I know. I'll investigate a little quicker while still being careful about it. Okay, be sure to look after yourself. You're dealing with a violent organization here. It might be dangerous to let your guard down. If you feel that you're in any danger, contact me immediately. In that case, I can get the local public safety office prepared to help you. Can you imagine if he talked like that? Like, stumbled over his words and went, just like, Canal, what was that? Sorry, I just jumbled over my words. Thank you, I'll do my best. Anything else to report? I reported several bits of supplementary information, and at the very end I decided to ask. How's the investigation going on your end? Everybody's doing their best here, but we're not making much progress. After all, the number of organizations we're investigating is vast. So if you find out the one you're investigating is in the clear, we'll have you return to Tokyo to assist some of the other officers. Chief is saying to dig up what you can on Onagafuchi. I don't think a residential anti-dam protest group has any relation to the incident at hand. Sending somebody out just to investigate a single group makes me cringe, really. At this point, he was just complaining. He was telling me to stop taking time and enjoy my trip, to finish up and get back quick. I'll try and resolve this as soon as I can. Thanks, I'm counting on you. Well then, if there's nothing else, I'm hanging up. Okay, that's all I have. As we were ending our call, he scolds me early for being late with my regular report. After that, I hung up the phone and sprawled out on the bed. Come to think of it, I hadn't heard anything from Ooishi. He was supposed to contact me about a time and a place to meet with the informant tonight. I thought about getting angry with Ooishi in retaliation for being scolded for forgetting my daily report. Come to think of it, though, Ooishi didn't really say anything other than that he was going to call tonight. Waiting for a phone call when you didn't know what time it was going to come was in itself rather difficult. Yeah, pain in the ass, isn't it? Just when I thought that, the phone rang. I picked up the receiver in a hurry. Hello? It's definitely gotta be Ooishi. This is his theme that he didn't have in the original. Well, the first 3 question arcs, but now he's got his own little jazzy, bluesy theme. I don't know what genre you'd call this. Well, this is a surprise, Akasaka, and you're very quick to answer the phone. Are you a regular user of dating chat lines or something? I've never even tried something silly like that. The way you overact is rather interesting. Wanna go to a place where you can... Yeah, a place where you can... Just like, are you saying a strip club? Yeah, where you can go... Wait, no, you can't do that at a strip club, probably. I don't know. Wanna go to a place where you can have a little bit of loot fun? I didn't even read that line below that. It really does sound like it now, doesn't it? Oh, pass, so could you please get to the point, Ooishi-san? Really? Too bad. We'll leave that for next time then. Well, I'll get to the point. Many of the executives in the Onigan Fuji defense lines had a lot of sway in the neighboring regions. Even in Okinawa, there were a lot of people we have relations in the village. That's why meeting in the Shishibaone market district far from Okinawa was a matter of course. Akasaka-san, over here. Did you get it a little lost? Going from the north entrance might have been a bit of a detour, but it was easy to get. Again, give directions from there. Oh, I'm sorry for being late. Did you eat dinner already? Yeah, I already did. Well then, shall we go to a place where we can get a drink? Do you prefer Western alcohol, or maybe sake? Would you prefer a place with or without women? Don't worry about it, I don't drink while I'm on the job. Hearing that, the man that Ooishi had brought along bent backwards as he guffawed, clapping Ooishi on the shoulder. See, isn't he just adorable? In exchange, can you give him a bit extra? That money all came from this guy's wallet, you know. The man that Ooishi had brought seemed almost like a ticket scalper or a bookie. Even his appearance was dubious. The informant grinned deviously. Hey boy, how much did you give this guy? It looks like there was quite a bit skimmed off the top, you know. Usually his handling fee was included as I took that into account. Seemed that the informant had expected a more extravagant reaction on my part. When I responded matter-of-factly, he realized that I was an entirely different type of person than he was. But rather than putting a distance between us, it seemed that I had piqued his interest. I said it, didn't I? He's the serious type. But you see, Akasaka-san, people in a line of work like ours can really use their wealth of experience to their advantage. I'm wondering exactly how the experience of drinking in a bar with women would work to my advantage. The informant, unable to contain himself, clutched at his stomach as he gathered heedlessly of the people watching. Yes. Oh, Lordy Akasaka-san, you really can judge people. That's what education does for you. I can't tell if it was the informant or Ooishi. Ooishi-san, you've been drinking somewhere, haven't you? Are you drunk? What's wrong with drinking when I'm off duty? Even if we're working, I'm not. Even if you're working. Ooishi was the sort that fool around to begin with, was in such a good mood I couldn't figure out a way to deal with him. Completely different than me, who could come worried about getting every bit of information I could. Ooishi-san, for taking so much money, you are supposed to get me information worth at least as much. I thought this, but then realized that I was getting my information from the informant, so it didn't matter how drunk Ooishi was. There was nothing I could complain about, but I still felt slightly riled up. Ooishi and the informant, it was no doubt a fake name, but he introduced himself as Sato, led the way deeper and deeper into the back streets of the market district. Into the red light district, probably. No. Even though the market was bustling a couple of turns off the main street and you were in S district alleyway. Wait, in S? Is that a typo? Ooishi started climbing a set of stairs on the side of a seedy building. There wasn't any sort of signage, so I couldn't tell if the place was open or if it was even a store at all. Don't worry, this isn't a dubious place. Those words coming from Ooishi's mouth had absolutely no credibility. Beyond the door was thankfully a typical Mahjong parlor. I told you, man, this is gonna be dominated by Mahjong. I was relieved that it wasn't the sort of suspicious place I had to be on my guard about. Welcome. Oh, Ooishi-san, it's been a while. Want to join in? There'll be free spots soon. No, I'm here with a group today, so it's fine. Oh, sorry to keep you waiting. Mahjong is a game played with 4 people. It seems that a middle-aged man who was going to be our 4th had already arrived and was waiting for us. You're late, Corrado. I was just thinking of going home. Ooishi made an excuse for why he had taken so long. Eventually realizing that I was a new face, the other man grew interested. That's Akasaka-san. He's a rookie who came all the way from Tokyo on assignment. They have high hopes for him. Why, can you play Mahjong? Well, I played a bit when I was still a student. Sato and the old man cackled in unison. Their plot to suck me out of my money was painfully obvious. You're too naive. I thought you'd be a bit tired from your assignment, leaving you on edge all the time. So I thought I'd give you a night to cleanse your spirits. I know asking this now might be stupid, but we're betting money on this, aren't we? Well, you see, it's just a little for funsies. It doesn't matter who loses, because after this we're using that money to go play at a very nice place. Go and play? What kind of place would you be doing that? Without reservation, the 3 of them started suggesting places like cabarets, high-class clubs, and even brothels. At the very least, it would have places that you couldn't go to with money that was just for funsies. Ooishi-san took all my money the other day, and I also have to work to do so. I can't stay for long. And all you have to do is win. If you win, then you can use that money to pay for the table, and you can talk to Krata about work or whatever. No matter what happened, it seemed like they were intent on playing Mahjong for free. I would have to fasten my resolve a bit. If I was going to be underestimated like this forever, it was going to get in the way of my work. I understand. Then I'll play with you guys for just a bit. If I win, you guys won't get any of the money or get to do any of those dirty places. We talk about work right away. Yeah, bring it on. Bring it on. Suddenly turning into Nog from Final Fantasy VIII. That voice is like way back. Imagine if he sounded like that. If we win, we're heading straight to the Blue Mermaid on Flower Road. Who's speaking now? Oh, that place where the girls dress up in gym clothes and maid uniforms. This Orlet here likes that place too. Of course, we're going to hop between all those places where they keep the girls coming. Slap, 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 slap. What about you, Sato-san? I prefer a place where we can drink quietly. Like a nice quiet place where you can play footsies with a bunny girl. The last time we went drinking, you pulled the tail right off that bunny girl, didn't you? Then you end up having to pay for that. The owner ended up charging what he called a tailoring fee. What a lively tale this was. I could tell the other customers were glaring at us while we landed and continued our crude conversation. Speaking of which, the fact that they assumed I was the same was a bit disheartening. I wish she had taken all the money I had brought, so everything I had left was out of my own pockets. In addition, there wasn't that much left of that either. If I kept on hanging around him like this, though, through his goading, my wallet would disappear into the night. I had to somehow win and return the conversation to my job. But these people, no matter how you looked at it, were pretty good. Sorry, Yuki, and extra sorry to his wallet, I imagine. So who's laughing now? Well then, I'll just call Ooishi here. Well, the old man and son probably won't fall for this silly Ooishi. I wonder if Akasaka-kun will spit out what I need. Why are we going through Ooishi's perspective all of a sudden? At any rate, Kurado-san is probably holding something like that. In that case, this one ought to go through... Wait, maybe this is Akasaka through... There! Ho ho! The old man's pretty good. Okay, it's the old guy. He's quietly trying to use one of my safe tiles to complete his hand, isn't he? Seems that Akasaka-san has at least learned the ropes when it comes to guarding against someone's Ooishi. But that will be his downfall. What's wrong, boy? Would you hurry up and discard? You're not sure anything... Sure, anything that Kurado's already thrown away should be safe now. Mahjong! Ooh, Akasaka-san, I couldn't say fretting over this one. It was glaringly obvious that he had a safe tile to discard, but he didn't want to throw it away because it would move him further from completing his hand. That's so nice when they're young and innocent. Come on, hurry up and throw out the kicker. If he gave me the winning tile, we'd be headed to an establishment where I could do with all sorts of licking and sucking. Wait, what? Back up. If he gave me the winning tile, we'd be headed to an establishment where I could do with all sorts of... Ooishi. This is not what I just... No! If he gives the old man his winning tile, we'd be headed straight to the place with maids and bloomers. This will go through, right? He looked up as he hastily threw at a tile that was, oh, too bad. Hey, now that's a dangerous tile, you know. Kurado, does that go through? Yeah, it will. Seems this time you were lucky. But as long as the round kept going, I could still win off the draw. But after that, Akasaka-kun managed to luckily avoid throwing any bad tiles, and somehow the round managed to end without anybody completing a hand. Tenpai, no 10. Whatever the fuck those mean, Sato-san had keenly anticipated that two players were in Ooishi and decided to play it safe. What a cool-headed way of playing. Now let's see what kind of hand did Akasaka-kun have. With a round end, nobody winning in Mahjong. Anybody in Tenpai has to show their hand. But if you're not in Tenpai, you have no obligation to reveal it. Your average beginner would normally show their hand even if they weren't in Tenpai and start a commotion about how if this tile or that tile came into game they would be in Tenpai. But he didn't. Being stingy. How do you do, boy? Come on, show me. Sato-san reached over to flip the hand that Akasaka-kun had casually placed face down. What the hell is this? It was nowhere near Tenpai. Akasaka-kun totally batted this after all. A questioning laugh? Right then, as the old man compared the tiles from Akasaka-kun's hand to the discarded pool, a puzzled expression crossed his face. Boy, you're in Tenpai right around here, weren't you? Why'd you break your hand? The Iron Man's tiles suddenly got more valuable, so he's pressing. Even though with Ooishi-san's reaching, the chances they were safe tiles had increased. He wouldn't have been in no trouble if he read the discards, but he went out of his way to keep them out of play. Oh, so Kurata's Tenpai was no good from the start in other words. If it wasn't such a high-level trap, I would have thought that you were waiting for me to throw out the winning tile. But the more concerning thing is that you were in Tenpai and didn't say anything. When did you realize it was in Tenpai? Around here, you threw out 4 tiles in a row immediately. First, I thought you were just discarding redundant tiles. I noticed you glancing over at me and realizing you were waiting for something. Akasaka-kun, you... Akasaka-san, when did you first start playing Mahjong? I never did, except in high school and university. Now, let's continue. Since the other sign wasn't in Tenpai and the round ended without a winner, then I'm the next, right? The next dealer. It seems like Akasaka-kun is really aware of how the game plays. We'd thought we were just going to eat him alive, but it looks like that isn't going to be so easy. Who's speaking now? Ooishi-san, looks like you're going for that. Wait. What of them? Do they call him Kurata-san, don't they? Ooishi-san, looks like you're going for the bamboo tile. Should I put some in play? This boy. Kurata, don't back down. Yeah, it was Akasaka. As long as I get 3 more good tiles. Sada-san, think you can do it? Damn it. I'll just force you to go to a cheap Tario. Cheap. Straight. Well, sorry, I'm going to pawn that title. Tile. Whoa now, going to call 3 of a kind after he declared a straight. Trying to override and interfere. Boy, you're getting pretty used to this. Oh no, I couldn't even compare to you guys, who have been playing since before I was even born. That's game. Ron. Triplets, 2, Red Dora, and 3 Morida. I'm the dealer, so that'll cost you quite a bit. Gah! Akasaka-san, nice job. Now we'll have to get serious, won't we? Well, can you get serious about handing over your points? Wait, maybe that's... well, can you get serious about handing over your points? I'm tired, so let's end this quickly. Akasaka-kun, this is somehow unreal. Before I could realize it, there was an ominous cold air emitting from beneath Akasaka-kun's feet. How blasé, the 2.5 and 8 manzis are laughing at you. Damn it! Boy, you! Grotto, finish it! You have to Andamai's turn as dealer. Hate to admit it, but that seemed like the best option. There it is! Ron! Simple straights, 1 Dora! Sorry, head bump. Who the fuck's talking? Ron! Straight! A head bump? You damn brat! Brat? So you'd play that sloppily against a brat? Guess that means you're worse than a brat yourself. It's so interesting, the way you guys call people things like brat and boy. Akasaka-kun, that is you, isn't it? It feels like you're a totally different person. You thought that I being a sucker would let you drink some good booze tonight. Seems that you were a little off the mark. Ron. Triple straight Red Dora and an Dora. Whoa! He actually did it! That's why I'm saying you guys are slacking. No matter how you look at it, you have to be able to read such an obvious freeway. Wait. Freeway, wait. Sakun chuckled as he rested his chin in his hands. That pose was so fitting it was almost scary. Hey, Kurata, this isn't what we discussed. Who the hell said he was a naive sucker ripe for the picking? Who could it be? Ooishi-san, this is bad. If he keeps going like this, we're seriously gonna lose. Akasaka-kun, for you to make me get serious. Looks like you really want to be milked dry. Pon! Pon! That sounds nice. One more time. Pon! Oh wait. Pon, pon, that sounds nice. One more time. Pon! Akasaka-kun was almost singing at this point. The tiles he had open were all pin tiles. You can't be serious. Are you really going for the flush? Pon! Boy, are you right in the head? You've opened 4 sets. You only have 1 tile left, you know. That's right. Did you know? Waiting on a single tile is the hardest thing to read. Are you an idiot? That much of your hand revealed, you don't think we give you a tile you need, do you? I know what you're doing, Akasaka-san. That's not a flush or a half flush, is it? The fact that you called Pon 4 times means you're already in position for an old triplet hand. Right now you're far and away in the lead. You're trying to show a flush and goad us into giving you triplets, aren't you? If that's what you think, you want to try throwing out some pins. The left 5 tiles in your hand, Ooishi-san. The pin tiles you're reluctant to throw away, aren't they? Why don't you try discarding them in order from the left? You must be joking. Is he a Mahjong god? If not, he had to be the main character of a manga or something. He's the main character of one arc of a sound novel. At that moment, the old man sent me a sign under the table. The message was simple and clear. Corrado, do it. Crush him. I don't like to cheat against kids like this. Idiots! After being disrespectful like this, we can't pull back now. Well, I'm not responsible for what happens, you know. Go ahead. Here we go, boy. Richie, we'll go open. I'm waiting for a 1, 4, or 7 of pins. Most likely the tile that Akasaka-san was waiting for was one of those tiles. I'm gonna have to put the frickin' charger back in. Where the hell is it? Because I don't know how much battery is left. So we're gonna have to deal with the sounds. So I'll have to edit the audio from this point onwards. Most likely the tile that Akasaka-kun was waiting for was one of those tiles. But this Akasaka-kun, was no longer capable of winning the hand. Or was he? When I drew from the wall, I switched out the tile that Akasaka-kun would draw. The tile that I put in was the 1 pin. One of the tiles that the old man was waiting on. Akasaka-kun discarded it a little while ago, so there was no threat of it being the one he needed. Come on, it's your turn, boy. I knew he was troubled that the tile he drew was the 1 pin. Of course he couldn't discard it. Boy, you must be aware, but if you discard into an open Richie, it's worth the limit, you know. You don't have to tell me that. The tile that came from Akasaka-kun's hand was an honor tile. Who ain't that something? There's only 1 north wind tile left, isn't there? You were counting on a really rough wait, weren't you? But with this, Akasaka-kun's fate was decided. Brat, you're lucky you're safe. But your hand only has a single tile. You think you'll be able to run away the rest of this round? So it's going to be like that. Akasaka-kun glared at the old man with his squinty eye. This guy had pretty good instincts. Did he figure out we were cheating? Let's stop this. Akasaka-kun is a step or 2 ahead of us. Fool! You think we can stop after we've come this far? Next, make him draw it. Next tile Akasaka-kun would draw was the 7 pin. With that, it would be settled. No matter which one he discarded, he'll play right into the old man's hand. An unavoidable full payout. When I drew my tile, I sneakily swapped Akasaka-san's. Crash! What? Akasaka-kun suddenly sneezed, collapsing the wall of tiles in front of him. Hey, what are you doing? Sorry, I accidentally knocked over the wall when I sneezed. There's a penalty for that, right? I am the dealer, so 4,000 to everybody. Or is the penalty my point sticks?
pull the whole back eye, go for it. Okay, it's like, all that, like the old guy. Akasaka said no, and he was going to be caught a second time and unable to escape. He took the drastic measure of knocking over his own wall. You're a good boy to get away from a full pound like that. Ooishi-san, could you not bother put me in such an obvious trap? If we were at Baba, this would have been the point where I flipped the table. Oh, no. Sorry. I underestimated you. For some reason, you're really good, aren't you? Answer me honestly. You got a lot of experience when you were younger, didn't you? Who's speaking now? Played quite a bit around, even to a set in, second down a boo. The police I was accustomed to going to at pretty high rates, and they chewed me out. I made the woman who would become my wife pretty angry, so... Oh wait, this is definitely a mistake. I made the woman who would become my wife pretty angry, so I washed my hands of it all. Raise the stakes too high. How much were you playing for at the time? Depends on who I was playing with, but it was more expensive than when I played in company. Oh, the largest stakes I played with were about 20 times the standard rates. 20 times? What kind of stakes were those? Do you have Yakuza at your table? Or pro baseball players? What's this? Chrono! You buffoon! Why did you pull this professional for out round? I give up. Jeez. Boy, it's your win. I surrender! Thank you very much. It was an honor. Oh my. Akasaka-san, your personality really changes when you play. Why do you even have a day job? You'd have no problem living as a freelancer. So that must have been why he said apologize internally to his wife, because he was secretly a Mahjong master back in the day. To be a pro Mahjong player, you need both talent and luck. I didn't have anything like that supporting me. Luck is luck. With somebody of your skill, I'd think you'd be able to make it pretty far. Normal luck doesn't cut it. Calling the cannon 1 time out of 3, you can aim to win on the extra draw with 4 to 1. That kind of luck. Akasaka, if you can judge something like that, you're already bordering on the supernatural. Oh, there's plenty of people who can do that without cheating on superpowers. There was a person I met in Shinjuku who would get doors every time he blinked. He was as strong as a demon. There was a pro I played with in Yokohama who would draw the tile and eat it immediately after calling Richie like it was an everyday thing. I don't have that kind of luck. I wonder if he's referencing anything else in that. It's like, oh, there was like... Because I know there are Mahjong anime mangas and shit like that. I never read or watched any of them. But you know how it is with anime style. They take something and they make it as over the top as possible. Heck, this scene was over the top, really, wasn't it? They make something... They could make anything, even the most mundane of things, just seem epic. It's like a game of chess. It's like, oh, but I will make this move and you will be cornered! I remember like this one episode of Gintama. I watched... I can't remember what episode it was. I only watched like maybe the first 50 odd episodes. That anime is just goes on forever, it seems. And there was one episode where they, like, one of those joke episodes where they just like, okay, we're gonna save money on the budget and we're not gonna do much animation. And they like did like just still images for the most part. They're just a parody of Death Note, and they're just like, each of them is planning to eat the food before everyone else, but they're just like, no, we don't want to seem greedy, so we'll hold back. And then just like, that smart ass bastard would say something like that. It was just, they made this freaking stupid scenario seem so epic with so minimalistic animation. It was great, and it was a full episode. I don't know how they pulled it off, but they did. It was great. Anyways, what type of folks were those? They weren't named Ryo or Satoshi by any chance. Are those the name of characters from different franchises, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe even real people. I don't know much about the dog. Well, then, is it alright if I'm declared the overall winner then? Yeah, we totally lost. I lost. It's been a while since I lost this big. Still, when you were playing, boy, you were pretty into it. It was kind of scary. I hear that a lot. I don't mean to change gears like that. But I really look that scary. Yep. The three of us nodded emphatically in agreement. So that was Akasaka-kun, the Mahjong prodigy. Before he goes home from his assignment, maybe I could have him go play at a high-stakes table in my place. But it's not good to get greedy. Well then, nothing for it. It was a promise. We'll break up our little late-night study group right now. Sorry about this, old man. That's it for tonight. Nothing you could do. I'm going home to sleep. My body won't last it like this. Problems at work. Problems at work? Oh, he's the foreman of the armory construction site in Mizawa Dam. He's the freaking guy, isn't he? He's the manager, and if you've been paying any attention at all in the previous arcs, you'll know why it went silent when he mentioned that. He's butting heads with the residents every day. It's a rough business. Around next year, I might be in charge of the second site as well. That Kurado-san was pissing blood. He won't hold out much longer. Kurado? So you got Ooishi Kurado, and you got some other guy called Kurado. They're kind of similar. You'll be alright, old man. Your skull is thicker than it looks. Or is it? I'm not exactly a saint, you know. There's times that just make my blood boil. Especially can't stand dealing with that bratty daughter of Sonazaki's. I think one of these days I'm going to rearrange her face. No, at least the pay is good, right? I heard the wages were pretty exorbitant. Of course they are. If the pay was cheap, nobody would hang around that god-awful job. Hey, Kurado-san, exactly when are the police going to tell all the villagers to shove off? There'll be a notice of eviction from the government, right? Maybe. I wonder what will happen. The man who identified himself as the foreman of the Himatsubushi Dam spewed a few complaints until he felt better about it, then left quiet. I think I have to be charged just for the hell of it. Well then, let's go. I'll leave the rest to Sato-san. Which side are you going home? If I'm here, I'll just be in the way, won't I? And it'll make it hard to tell who's speaking and shit. Besides, the one who bought Sato-san services was you. I didn't pay for my share. Then erotic music starts playing, just like, Ooishi, what did you freaking just like sign me up for shit? Sato-san was kind of sketchy, but he was strangely conscientious about some things. I felt quite a bit of a gap between myself and Ooishi's generation from that part of him I didn't comprehend. And boy. No, I can't call Mr. Mahjong here boy no more. Is Akasaka-kun alright with you? Yes. Then Akasaka-kun, shall we go? But it's been 44 minutes, Sato, so fuck you. You'll have to wait till next time. This whole having to record like one part each because the freaking battery just sucks. Makes it a real pain in the ass, you know. But anyways, I'll see you next time, beers. Oh, another thing. This is like, it's already like the 5th of December, man. Time's going fast. And I'm just like, oh god. Christmas was just right around the corner, more or less. And then I'm just like, also at the same time, just like, I want to do another episode of that Vocaloid shit that I do before the end of the new year. And then there's the New Year video, and I'm just like, fuck. Just time, man. I mean, I've wrote a song for it already, but I haven't got around to editing for it. But I haven't got around to recording that, or any of the other music for it. I'm just like, fuck. I wonder how long it'll be. Anyways, though, I'll see you next time, beers. See you next time.